Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self Storage. It is Monday morning. I'm going to be really, really quick on this one because I know my awesome virtual assistant, Jojo, finishes soon for the day. And if I don't get this recorded right now, then it's not going to be out. So here we go. Right. So what we do on Mondays is we go. I'm trying to open everything as I'm talking to you now. We go from our weekend numbers, exactly how we did the week before. No hold barred. We tell you everything, show you everything what we've done. Right. So last week, as I'm opening up things as we speak, now we got it. Right. We did 120. Firstly, I don't think last week was a very good week. And for a number of reasons. In my newsletter, MrSelfStorage.com, I say that the revenue was low, the conversions were low, the move-ins were low, the reservations were low. It's pretty much all the major metrics were low, or not where we expect them to be. Right, so let's run through them. 128 quotes. We across the 5 sites, we are plus 285 square foot. The caveat is we've opened Mansfield, so obviously Mansfield gets move-ins and doesn't really get move-outs at the minute. Fingers crossed. So the reservations were 28 last week, so we want to be hitting 30 a week. The conversion rate is 22%, which again, that's reservations to quotes. We want to be, every single site is below par, apart from Mansfield. So we want to be hitting at 30% there, and we're not quite there. The move-in, we had 25 move-ins, and the conversion rate is 20% there. Again, we want to be hitting around 25% plus. So not a fantastic week with all that. Right, let's have a look at the individual sites then. In total, last week, by the way, I'm just scrolling through, we took £29,134. Reservations. James won our reservations last week with 7. To be fair, it was spread out pretty evenly across all staff members. Most reservations were at, was it Wrexham, was it Beverley, was it Willoughby, was it Clough, or was it Mansfield? Have a guess. It was Mansfield. Mansfield got 10 reservations last week, which is really, really good. Right, Willoughby, amount of quotes, we had 41 quotes at Willoughby. Really good amount of quotes. We had 7 reservations and we had 7 move-ins, which means the conversion rate is 17%. The Luton was rented out 5 times out of 7. We took 707 square foot. We moved in total, and we moved out 815. So we're down 45 square foot there. We had 10 internal rooms moved in, out, and we had 8 move in. We've total got 324 internal rooms there. Containers, we've got 2 in, 2 out. We've still got 44 rented out. Store occupancy is 71%. This is a good bit here. Insurance, the average of insurance sold is 7,142 per move-in, so not bad then. Not bad there. Next week, we're due to move in 275 square foot and due to move out 660. So we're due to be around about 400 square foot down next week, which obviously we don't want to be. Right, moving on to Clough Road. We had 42 quotes at Clough Road. Really, really good for quotes. Outstandingly good. Number of reservations were 8. Number of move-ins were 10. So the conversion rate for move-ins was 24%. Conversion rate for reservations was 19%. So like I said, we're a little bit below where we actually want to be in terms of reservation, in terms of the conversion rate there, definitely. However, the good part for Clough Road is that we moved in 725 and we moved out 275. So we're 450 square foot at Clough Road. However, I'm recording this at 12:35 and we've had 4 big rooms give notice today at Clough Road. And I'm like, oh, douche. Every time I got one of them notifications, it's a dagger to me. Honestly, it really is. I hate it. Right, we took 5,200 insurance per move-in last week. So that's the average amount of insurance we took. Want to be around about £6,000, so a little bit below that. We're due to move in 225 this next week and move out 410. So we're going to be 200 square foot down there. Beverley. Now, Beverley's starting to become a little bit concerning for me. Do you remember when I have these traffic lights that I score my site? If it's green, no worries whatsoever. Amber may need looking at. Red definitely needs looking at. It's not quite in the amber zone yet, but maybe it is. I don't know. It's certainly bordering on there. Amount of quotes last week, 8, which isn't too bad for Beverley. We moved in 75 square foot, but we moved out 605. We had no reservations either. We had no reservations. So that, my friends, is a little bit worrying. We're down to 83%. So as a whole, it's not too bad, but don't forget, last week was at 90%, and now we're 83%, which, is slightly concerning. But mind you, then don't forget it's January, so then we know we're going to fill up in summer, so maybe it's not concerning. I don't know. Something to keep an eye on anyway. There's no move-ins and no move-outs due is next week. Wrexham, 16 quotes at Wrexham. We had 3 reservations, so not great. Again, on the conversion front, only 6.25% conversions. We moved in. It was 19% conversion rate. Reservations 3 to 16, 17%. 19% conversion. I'm worried about the time and try and get on. 19% conversion, and we moved in just 1 person. So it was a move-ins that was 6.25% conversion. So not good at all. We moved in 10 square foot. That is it, 10 square foot, and moved out none. So we're up 10 square foot. Whoa. Average insurance was £3,000, which is a 10 square foot room. That's all we took. So that was a minimum we would let them insure for £3,000. So not too bad, really. This next week, we've got 1 person due to move in for 160 square foot and nobody move out. Mansfield, the gift that keeps on giving. 21 quotes. Number of reservations, 10. Smashing, stonking the conversions. 47.62%, so 48% conversion rate. It's a good job Mansfield's doing so well at conversions because everywhere else sucked for the conversion rate. 7 move-ins, that's conversion rate of 33%. We moved in 500 square foot, and we had some move-outs last week. We moved out 100 square foot, so we're net 400 square foot at Mansfield. We've got 93 rooms rented at the minute. We are 44% full. Don't forget, by the way, we do have containers on site now at Mansfield, so we've included them. So it's 44% full. So yeah, really, really good there. Average insurance, it went up slightly. I still like it to be higher. £5,285 we took last week, which we want it. We ideally want it to be over 6,000. So that's what we're aiming for there. So at the minute, Mansfield, we're just not hitting the heights with insurance. Due to move in this next week, we've got 3 move-ins for 285 square foot with no move out. So brilliant. Overall, like I said, 28 reservations, 25 move-ins, 600. But I do think that we often overlook this. Your website. How much traffic does your website get? And then what's your conversion rate from there? So we got 638 individual users last week, and I've got to be very, very careful because obviously, because of a newsletter, because of me putting stuff on LinkedIn, because of a podcast, then I do probably get more people coming to my website than normally would happen because people are being nosy and stuff. Why would they? I do it, so why wouldn't other people do it? And so at the minute, we got 638 website visitors last week, and we had a conversion rate of 4%. So that's website visitors to reservations at 4%. To be honest, I should actually, because we go to website visitors, but then you can also see new users. And I probably should only go on the new users bit because new users, obviously, then it doesn't include people like me who's been on the IP address, logged in to Stormwall on my IP address. So if we go on new users, we've got 28 reservations divided by 578 new users. It's 5%, so we're converting at 5%. So that's a little bit better. All right, my friends, that is it. I am out of here. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow morning. We'll have another awesome podcast. See you later. Bye.